Thanks for staying with us. Join us on the show is the head enterprise banking, Stanbic IBTC, Olajumoke Bello, and Executive Director, Stanbic IBTC Trustees Limited, Emi Agaba Oloja. Welcome, ladies, to the show. Good to have you. So, honestly, when I was talking about banking and financial exclusion of women, what is Stanbic doing to help women to remove that exclusion that women always feel when it comes to banking?
So, at Stanbic IBTC Bank and Stanbic IBTC Holdings, we realize that women have been excluded from financial services. A lot of women, 41% of women do not have access to finances. And what we've decided was to come up with a community, because for women to thrive, for women to grow, they actually do need support. And they need support because women wear different labels. There's the moms, the daughters, the wives, the granddaughters, the entrepreneurs, the employees, the business owners. So they need that support system that can help them be the best that they aspire to be, that can help them achieve their goals, that can help them live the best lives and, make their dreams come true. And that's what we've created by this Blue Blossom community, to help in financial inclusion and to help women empowerment.
Cool. So what is this Blue Blossom community about, and how can one gets that account opened, the Blue Blossom account?
So
what's the benefit?
It's actually more than an account. So it's an offshoot of our Blue Blossom account. So because we realize that when you open an account, it just ends there. But when you give a community, you give a platform that offers financial and non-financial benefits, allows women to connect with other women, peers, it gives them mentoring, it gives them access to advice, to support from people who have actually walked that journey before. So that's what we've done by creating this community. So yes, you can have a Blue Blossom account, but actually the community is thriving with more people who do not even have the accounts, because we're looking at it from the spectrum of what we offer in Stanbic IBTC Holdings, the end-to-end financial services that we provide. So you have people who have pensions, who are members of the Blue Blossom community. We have people who have our wealth services, who are also members of the Blue Blossom community. But you have people who actually are business women who have their account, who then are able to tap into all the additional benefits of this Blue Blossom community.
So for me, Amy, I'll be asking, hearing about the Blue Blossom community or account, people will say, banks are doing that. We have them, all these communities for women. What is different about this community compared to all the others, or women accounts, women community that banks are rolling out these days?
Okay, so for us in Stanbic IBTC, like Jumoke said, we're an end-to-end financial service provider. So we have products and offerings tried and tested over the years. 160 years old. We're part of the Standard Bank group globally. So we're able to not only just meet with you financially, we also have leverages of our partners. So it's not just about accounts. It's wellness, it's your fitness, it's about your health. And the beauty about the community is that you learn from each other. So there are people with experience. We're just talking about your business and having a loan. So those things come into bear. You find people, like Jumoke mentioned, mentorship, coaching, trainings. It's just to be able to network, bring people together, leverage off what the strengths and the things that are available. And Stanbic IBTC has done that, and we will continue to assist our clients in doing that, and the general community now with the Blue Blossom.
So how important is community to personal growth? That is always an issue. People understand the importance of personal growth, but how can this community enhance that?
So for us as a community, like I mentioned earlier, it's important because you have people you can leverage off. There are questions you can ask. If you wanted to do something now, you wanted to buy something, we're just talking about carrots and the likes, and you wanted to buy something, or you heard something about stew and things, because you've heard it from someone, you are able to trust to some extent, even have guidance and direction as to what you want to do. So you're not just going by yourself. You're walking through people that have tested. So that opportunity of a community, you learn from people that have learned. You follow who know road, like we usually would like to say. You're able to leverage off people that have strengths, able to learn lessons. You don't have to learn the lessons yourself from the experiences and the gestures that are available. People are able to grow.
Okay. So I know as a mother, one of the things that worry us, is how we can fund the education of our children, for a very long time till they're out of school. Do you have any of the Stanbic IBTC accounts, or maybe this particular one we're talking about, that would handle that aspect of education for mothers?
Okay, so in
children?
Stanbic IBTC Trustees, we have what we call the Stanbic IBTC Education Trust. It has been put together to help people grow their wealth. People save towards their children's education, and those monies are invested in conservative type instruments that people can actually see it grow. Most times people tend to borrow. You have a savings account, you're putting monies for your children, it's in their name, but you're the one borrowing it, you're the one spending it. When you like, you pay back. When you like, you don't pay back. But with this, the funds are committed to the education of that child,
Right.
up until whatever education level you set out. Now, that account can also be used as a beneficiary for what is called insurance policies, like group life insurance policies, so that if you don't want a situation where assets are transferred to a minor, with the education trust, you can nominate it as a beneficiary. God forbid anything happens to you, that benefit comes to that child. So there's no diversion of funds. Funds are paid directly to school fees, and you're sure that the education, which is the major thing that worries most of us for our children, is secure.
So for me, like all these communities, sometimes they scare me. I'm like, these different people I do not know about. How would I get on there and be comfortable? Like, are there any tools in the community that will help someone who's a bit shy, to find herself in a new environment and, also be able to enjoy the benefits of being in that community?
So what you're talking about, the community helps you bring is networking. So simply put, networking is where you meet people. I've seen you guys all on TV before, but I've never met you. But now we can interact, we can engage, we can share ideas. For people to be able to reach out with communities, one of the things they're needing to do is, people get scared. You go to an event, you meet somebody, but you need to be nice, you need to smile, you need to be able to be approachable. And then you start engagements with the individuals, you share your cards, and you get talking about generally everything. And before you know, you find out that you have a bond somewhat. You can even take a selfie and then share that on the people's Instagrams and follow through, and then referrals come. The thing about networking and the communities is that a lot of referrals come from these things, and you never know who needs something, that you know someone that needs something, and you're making those calls. So it's all the connection. That's really what the community is about, the connections, and being able to have a one-stop shop where you can refer, where you can get information, you can share, and you can continue to build relationships.
Let me come to you, Olajumoke, for a second. So how those who are listening today, how do they join the community?
So it's the Blue Blossom community is open to every woman above the age of 18. Then there are no fees, there's no charges to being a member of the community. You just need to send us an email, blueblossom@stanbicibtc.com. Send the email, and then you'll be connected to being a member of the community. However, there are benefits to being a Blue Blossom community member with a Blue Blossom account. So Emmy spoke about the education trust. So you get concessions. BC talked about a loan. You also get concessions. So there are concessions on the loan fee rate, there are concessions on the interest rates. There are many discounts that apply to you when you open a Blue Blossom account and become a community member.
Sorry, I was interrupting you earlier, but I just wanted to know, many Nigerian women are watching, and some, we like to categorize ourselves. Is there a certain type of woman? Does she have to have a lot of money? Does she have to have a lot of education to come to that community?
So Miriam,
part of it?
Remember when you watched the advert, you said you loved it, and it cut across all facets of women. You could see the woman, the mother, the market woman who was like the yaologia. You could see the children. You could see the influencer, the social media YouTuber, the career woman, the professional woman. So it's for every woman. Every woman can be a member of this community.
If, peradventure, you have a pension account, can it be converted to the Blue Blossom, or you would have to open another account known as the Blue Blossom?
So your pension account is your pension account. It's strictly for pension. Retirement savings account. You can't touch it except you attain the age of retirement, either 50 or whatever works in your organization. Okay. So the Blue Blossom is separate. Pension is mandatory. So you should have that and continue to grow that.
So we have to wrap up on this, but any final things we've missed out about the Blossom community.
So we look forward to you all joining. It will be
Yeah.
great
I
to
mean,
connect with you.
You're
Yeah.
all on
And
your
then
phones.
your
Send your emails.
Just send an email. So just send your emails
Blue
to
Blossom at Stanbic IBTC.
Blue Blossom at Stanbic IBTC to join the Blue Blossom community. With your network, you get for financial literacy. You learn how to, secure the children's future. So many things, and you
Get
meet great people
loans.
and get loans.
Business people like us, we need loans.
All right,
Yes, yes.
that's all we can take on this segment.